Right now, Durban is hosting the Africa Travel Indaba following the devastating floods in the province. KZN authorities are confident the conference can proceed without a hitch. The trade show gives African countries an opportunity to showcase their premier experiences and tourism products to a global audience. So how are visitors finding the province as mop-up operations and search and recovery operations continue? eNCA's Lindokuhle Xulu is in Durban and he's covering that particular story for us. Quite a mammoth task ahead of government there in KZN, Lindo, having to convince people that KZN is still a great place to visit after what happened 3 weeks ago. How are they telling you they'll be able to tackle this task?
Well, it's just a matter of instilling and reviving confidence in the tourism sector, particularly when it comes to KwaZulu-Natal. We do know that those floods that devastated parts of this province, are still in the mop-up and clean-up phases as the government tries to also recover in terms of some of the infrastructure that was damaged. I can tell you that work is underway. As we speak, the Premier of the province, was here for the opening address by Lindokuhle Xulu, the Minister of Tourism. But one of the things we know now that he's doing is actually moving to some of those areas to see the progress in terms of actually fixing some of the damage caused by the floods. But it's not just floods. As I move out of shot and show you the walkabout that is currently taking place, the Minister, Lindokuhle Xulu, is just moving from one stall to another, essentially checking out some of the stores that are set up to also just revive the tourism sector here in KwaZulu-Natal. But one of the things that we were told earlier was that the focus really is, in fact, on recovery. You'd remember, Maseko, that it's not just, in fact, the floods that were a problem for this province. We were also confronted with 2 years of COVID-19 and some of the regulations. We're also obviously we saw the unrest in July. So there are all those things that are at play here and that the Minister will be trying to come and address when it comes to this particular travel indaba. But I can tell you that things are underway. Traditionally, they ring a bell first to signal the beginning of this particular event, and it has started. And we are going to engage with the Minister in terms of what are some of the ideas, what are some of the challenges they've faced, and what are the solutions at this stage. We do understand after this walkabout, we'll then be able to get an opportunity to speak to her. But for now, she is just moving from one stall to another, just basically seeing what is at display here in terms of some of the companies that have come to set up to ensure that they are part of this travel indaba that's happening in the ICC in KwaZulu-Natal, Durban.
And Lindo, just give me a bit of more information as to the stalls that are there, some of the things that are on offer from different provinces. I see Gauteng there on your images. I saw Mpumalanga being shown by your camera colleague there. And I think I saw something about the Swaziland as well. Just tell me what exactly people are promising in terms of tourism in those different areas.
Well, it is, some companies that are in the tourism sector that are coming from all over, in fact, all over the country. You're talking about Gauteng, I'm seeing Western Cape, I'm seeing a lot of these things that are at display here. So this is exactly what is happening. It's essentially just some form of showing what is on offer in terms of, what is at display here. But perhaps let me speak to some of the people here that are very much eager to speak to us. Thank you so much, Baba. You'll introduce yourself and then just give us a sense of the importance of this particular tourism indaba, because we do know that after 2 years we weren't able to meet up like this, but we know the challenges in the tourism sector. Why is it important that we are here today?
Lindokuhle, we are part of the team that comes from Machuba College. We are part of the lecturing team. So we normally come here to get information and then expose our learners to what the tourism industry is all about. So what we are actually seeing, we are glad that it's actually back after 2 years, because we are unable now to talk with the service providers that are actually providing the tourism services. But we are actually glad that as it comes back after 2 years, we are part of the whole community of tourism that is here to celebrate with us.
And what are you looking forward to hearing in terms of solutions? Because we do know that the country is facing a difficult difficult time recovering from COVID-19, the lockdowns that saw, a dent in terms of the tourism industry, but also KwaZulu-Natal devastated by the floods, the July unrest, all of those. Obviously, there are some practical ways that you are looking for when it comes to solutions.
I think on my side, from my point of view, I see a lot of small businesses that are still trying to go. The government must try to do a lot to try to provide some sort of funding, reduce a bit of taxes for these businesses, because you can realize that the tourism industry is the one that provides a lot of jobs. However, a lot of people have lost their jobs, so I think government must play their part. Even also the international role players, they can assist these smaller businesses, because as I'm moving around, I can see a lot of businesses, some own their own tour companies, just those people who are trying to make out a living. And I believe those are the people also who are trying to reduce the high unemployment rates that are in South Africa. So the government must support them, and that will also be good for the tourism industry as a whole.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much for engaging with us. Sure, now you are also on TV. Some of the people that are attending here, obviously from different organizations, that is a tourism, a TVET college that is coming here to actually get information about tourism in the country, how it is going to recover, and obviously sharing as well some of the ideas they have around how to alleviate pressures from, some of the companies that are here to ensure that they continue to grow in this state of recovery as a country.
All right, Lindokuhle Xulu, let's leave it there for now. He's at the ICC in Durban. Let's take